the hidden forces of curiosity to fuel your motivation. There's something strange about losing yourself. It doesn't happen all at once. No breakdown, no crash, no fire. It just slips. You stop asking questions. Then you stop caring that you stopped. Eventually, you forget you ever wondered. You still show up. You still reply. You still produce. But you are not there. Not really. And if you're honest, you haven't been for a while. That's how it happens. You don't fall apart. You fall asleep, with your eyes open. The tragedy of losing curiosity isn't that you miss out on what's ahead. It's that you stop becoming who you were meant to become. This is not about discipline. It's not about purpose. It's not about grit. It's about getting the wire back. Between wonder and action. Between spark and pursuit. Between not knowing and needing to find out. And that story starts here. Chapter 1. When you stop asking why, you start losing yourself. Curiosity doesn't die loudly. It doesn't beg for your attention. It just fades. Like light in a room you forgot to leave. According to psychologist Dr. Todd Kashdan, lower curiosity predicts lower intrinsic motivation. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because you're disconnected. You don't need to escape your life. You need to feel something again inside it. Real story. The high school teacher who reclaimed her spark. After 14 years of teaching, I hit a wall. I could predict everything, every lesson, every reaction. Then I asked myself, what are my students curious about that I've ignored? I brought in digital ethics and AI. The classroom lit up. Their questions woke up mine. I remembered, I'm not here to teach answers. I'm here to protect the questions. Curiosity isn't extra. It's essential. Chapter 2. The perspective shift. Curiosity isn't a child's trait. It's a survival tool. Curiosity isn't playtime. It's a biological design. In a 2014 fMRI study, neuroscientist Dr. Matthias Gruber found that curiosity activates the hippocampus and dopaminergic midbrain, the centers of learning and motivation. You don't need another routine. You need a reason to care again. So the real question isn't, how do I get motivated? It's, what still makes me curious? Chapter 3. Build a curiosity system, not just a routine. Willpower doesn't scale, but curiosity? That spreads like wildfire when triggered. Here's how to build that system. Trigger 1. Replace to-do lists with why-do lists. Real story, the new mother. I was drowning, doing everything right, feeling everything wrong. Then I added just one thing to my list. Why does this matter? Sterilize bottles, because her health depends on it. Tidy the kitchen, because I need peace. It didn't change my tasks. It changed my presence. What if your checklist had a soul? What if your task list made you feel something? Trigger 2. Add 5-minute wonders to your day. Real story, the burned out engineer. Wake up, code, crash, repeat. Then one night I watched a random video on bird migration. I stayed up 3 hours researching magnetic navigation. That spark became a pitch. That pitch became a project. That project kept me from walking out. You don't need to quit your job. You need 5 minutes to fall in love with the question again. Trigger 3. Design an environment of exploration. Leave yourself what-ifs. Sticky notes, journals, unanswered prompts. In a 2013 study by Dr. Patrick Mussel, curious employees outperformed their peers, not because they were smarter, but because they were interested. Curiosity isn't noisy. It waits for an invitation. Chapter 4. Resistance will arrive, so build for it. When you start, it'll feel pointless, forced, silly, but you're not failing. You're rewiring pathways that haven't been used in a long time. Meta-analyses by von Stum et al. Show curiosity can outperform IQ in predicting success. Real story: the stagnant entrepreneur. I built my company from nothing. Then it became predictable. I started asking one new "I wonder" question every day. One question led to a TikTok funnel. Sales jumped. But the real shift? I stopped dreading Mondays. The game became interesting again. Curiosity isn't a breakthrough. It's a daily itch that saves you from mental extinction. Chapter 5. The person who asks better questions wins. You used to wake up dreading the day. Now, you wake up wondering what you'll discover. You used to chase structure. Now, you chase the unknown. You used to grind out of fear. Now, you pursue because you're pulled. And it's not because you got better. It's because you became curious again. As Dr. Susan Engel put it, curiosity is the linchpin of learning. And learning is the foundation of all change. So here's your moment of return. What's something you've never understood, but always wanted to? Start there. Because when you lead with curiosity, motivation follows. Drop your "I wonder" question in the comments. Let's build the most curious comment section on YouTube.